everybody, it's Sims, and today I'm going to be doing something a little different. I'm going to be doing Top 5 Friday, and for today's Top 5 Friday, I'm going to do my top 5 favorite video games. And to start out, I'm going to start with number 5. Now, number 5 is a game that, I don't know, a lot of people have played, but a lot of older people claim is for little kids, but I disagree because I play Animal Crossing all the time. Whenever a new game comes out, I play that shit for like a year before I'm done. I like to get all the fish, I like to get all the fossils, I like to complete my museum, except I never complete the paintings for some reason. But Animal Crossing is this little game where you're just a little person and you move into a town that's called whatever you want to name it, and then these villagers live in there, and guess what? Animal Crossing, they're animals. And I recommend this game to basically anyone that ever wants to play a simulation game from Nintendo. And it's pretty cutesy, but I fucking love it. So anyways, that's Animal Crossing. Number 4 is a game called The Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess / Wind Waker, because I couldn't choose which one I liked better. Those are two of my favorite Zelda games and some of my favorite games ever. And so The Legend of Zelda, I'm sure all of you have heard of, is a game by Nintendo, and its main character Link has to go through some adventure to save the world. Basically, this game involves sword fighting, bombing, smashing pots, and rolling around. And it may not seem like much, but it's an adventure game that's been going on for years and years. It's an adventure in myth that's been going on for centuries. So yeah. Now my third favorite game, number 3, are 2 Mario games that tied for the best Mario games in my opinion. And it's Paper Mario and the Thousand Year Door and Super Mario Galaxy 1. So the best thing about Paper Mario is it's an RPG game, and I love RPG games. It's pretty much your Mario, Paper Mario, and you have to save the world in paper form. And in this game, you meet a lot of cool characters and a lot of cool allies that basically make the game. The characters and the humor and everything makes the game unbelievable. And when it comes to Super Mario Galaxy, it's kind of the opposite. It's more realistic and more 3D, but the storylines to both of those games are incredible. The storyline to Super Mario Galaxy actually made me cry at the end, so you guys should check it out. Now, number 2 is a game that's a lot more recent compared to these other games, and it's called The Last of Us. Now, The Last of Us is a zombie survival game / majorly story heavy game, and I fucking love it. Okay, so you start out as this guy, and spoiler alert, you lose your daughter, and then you meet this other girl who has supposedly in her body the cure for the zombie virus, and you go on this whole adventure bringing her to the research center to see if you can save everyone. And it's just one of the best games ever in terms of story. There's moments that'll get you to cry, there's moments that'll get you to laugh. The graphics are really good. The zombies are really innovative and really different from most zombies. And it's just a classic fucking game. It's PS3 and PS4 only, but I highly recommend it. And then my number 1 favorite video game is a game that not many people have played, but a good amount have. It's called Mother 3. Now, Mother 3 is a sequel to Earthbound and the Mother games. It's the 3rd one in the series. It's Earthbound 2, also known as. And this game is, I think, the first video game that ever made me cry. It is incredible. Okay, so first of all, it's an RPG game from Nintendo. It came out in Japan only, mainly. I think they're starting to do an eShop release. I'm not quite sure about that. Don't quote me on it. But this game is pretty much a basic RPG game. You start out as two brothers, Klaus and Lucas, and it tears your heart apart slowly and surely. And it's one of the best games, I think, of all time, and one of my favorite games, Nintendo games and all-time games. So yeah. Now, 5 games doesn't seem like a lot, and it really isn't a lot, so I couldn't pick all of my favorite games. So I'm doing this little category called Special and Honorable Mentions. And the Special and Honorable Mentions are games that I couldn't fit into the top 5, but would be in my top 10 or top 15 games. And the number 1 for my honorable mention is Harvest Moon. Now, Harvest Moon is a farming simulation game, which seems like a bunch of baloney. Like, okay, who wants to farm? You know, that's just hard work. That's this. No. And in this game, you are a farmer who starts out in a desolate town, and you have to use your farming skills and your people skills and your everything skills to turn this town into a town of your dreams. And it involves marriage, it involves farming, it involves mining. It is one of the funnest games out there. So if you haven't checked out Harvest Moon, you should check out Harvest Moon. There's a dozen of these games. I would say my favorite ones are Magical Melody and Harvest Moon DS. So check those out. And then another game that I'd like to mention is the Fire Emblem series. Now, the Fire Emblem series has been going on for a while now, but I just started picking it up with the Sacred Stones, and my favorite Fire Emblem game is Fire Emblem Awakening, which is pretty recent. It's not as recent as Conquest and Birthright, but it's one of the more recent Fire Emblem games, so it should be easy to find, and it should be something you guys can come across, because I recommend Fire Emblem for anyone who loves a good RPG puzzle strategy game. So in Fire Emblem, you're like these little pieces on like maybe a chessboard, and you move around and attack. And it's one of the most innovative and coolest games I've played in my entire life. So yeah. Anyways, thank you guys for watching this video, and I will see you guys in another video. Bye-bye.